Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something beautifully complex, the way Japanese people say no to love confessions. In Japan, even rejecting someone is done with care, respect, and subtle emotional balance. It's not just about refusing someone, it's about protecting both hearts involved. Let's explore what makes this art of refusal so unique. In Japan, being confessed to, when someone says I like you or I love you, is often considered a very special moment. It's a brave act, and even if you don't return those feelings, you're expected to respond with kindness and sincerity. That's because in Japanese culture, relationships are not only about emotions, but also about maintaining harmony. We call this concept he, the idea of social harmony, and that harmony must be protected, even in emotional moments like rejection. So when someone confesses their love and the feelings aren't mutual, most Japanese people won't just say, "No, I don't like you." That would sound too harsh, too direct. Instead, they'll find a way to decline gently, in a way that allows the other person to walk away with dignity. For example, if you want to stay friends, you might say something like, "I'm really happy you told me how you feel, but I only see you as a friend." Or in Japanese, "Kirechi wa uru kedo, chouda to shite shika birarenai." This phrase means, I'm happy about your feelings, but I can only see you as a friend. It's soft, honest, but still kind. And if you truly care about the friendship, you might add, I hope we can still be friends. It sounds simple, but in Japan, these words carry real emotional weight. Now, what if the confession happens in a workplace? That's a tricky one, and very common. Imagine a senpai, a senior colleague, or even a boss confessing their feelings. Rejecting them could make the office atmosphere awkward. So how do Japanese people handle it? They use phrases like, "Thank you, that means a lot, but I'd like to keep our relationship professional." In Japanese, that might be, "Ureshii kedo, korekara mo shikoru no kaisei ni shitai desu." It means, I'm happy to hear that, but I want to value our work relationship. See how gentle that sounds? It's polite, graceful, and avoids embarrassing the other person, or yourself. But what about someone you barely know? Maybe a stranger or someone you've only met a few times suddenly says, I like you. That can feel uncomfortable. In those situations, Japanese people often reply with a light but clear phrase. I appreciate your feelings, but I don't think we know each other well enough yet. Or in Japanese, Kimachi wa ureshii kedo, mada okowai no koto o yoku chiranai desu yo ne? This kind of reply creates distance without confrontation. It tells the person, thank you, but also, let's stop here. Now let's talk about how the rejection is delivered, because that's another key part of Japanese communication. Is it done in person, through line, or maybe even a handwritten letter? Well, it depends on how the confession was made. If someone confesses in person, the polite thing to do is to respond in person. Even if you're saying no, meeting face-to-face shows sincerity. It tells them, I took your feelings seriously. But if the confession was made over line, which is very common these days, replying online is acceptable too. It keeps the tone casual and avoids unnecessary tension. And yes, in Japan, there are still people who confess by letter, the rabu-reta. If someone takes the time to write a heartfelt letter, it's respectful to write a letter back, even if it's a rejection. You could write something like, thank you for your letter. I was really touched by your feelings, but I'm sorry I can't return them. It's gentle, thoughtful. That's what matters most. But even when rejecting someone, there are rules of etiquette. First, reply quickly. Don't leave the person waiting for days or weeks. If you take too long, they might start hoping or overthinking. It's kinder to give an answer within a few days, maybe a week at most. Delaying it just makes things harder for both of you. Second, be honest, but never cruel. You don't need to say things like, you're not my type, or that's impossible. In Japan, that would sound heartless. Instead, you can say, I'm sorry, but I don't feel the same way. Or, I'm grateful, but I can't accept your feelings. These phrases protect the other person's pride, and that's an important part of emotional intelligence in Japan. There are also NG, no good, ways to say no. For example, you should never make the confession public. Imagine telling your friends, hey, guess what? That person confessed to me. If the other person finds out, it's deeply embarrassing. In Japan, saving face is everything. You should also never joke about it. Don't laugh or say, "You're kidding, right?" Even if the confession feels unexpected, you must take it seriously, because for the other person, it took courage, sometimes days, weeks, or even months, to gather the strength to say it. So, what if you don't want to be confessed to at all? Maybe it's someone at work or a friend you don't want to lose. In Japan, people often use subtle strategies to prevent confessions from happening in the first place. One common way is to avoid being alone together. Japanese people know that one-on-one situations can create tension or give the wrong signal, so they'll make sure to be in group settings or find a way to keep things light and platonic. Another strategy, and this one's kind of interesting, is to gently create distance by saying something like, "I'm not really thinking about dating right now," or "I already have someone I like." Even if that's not true, it's a way to keep peace while protecting both sides from awkwardness. What's really beautiful about all this is the thoughtfulness behind it. Japanese people don't want to cause unnecessary pain. Even in rejection, they try to show gratitude. They think, "Thank you for liking me. Thank you for being honest." And even if the answer is no, it's wrapped in care. That's the essence of Japanese emotional culture: empathy before expression. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it and how it makes the other person feel afterward. So the next time you see a Japanese drama where someone gently declines a confession, notice the silence, the pauses, the small smiles. All of that is communication. It's not coldness, it's compassion in disguise. So what do you think? Would you rather be rejected directly and quickly, or gently but with emotional care like in Japan? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed learning about this part of Japanese culture, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves exploring the beauty of emotional intelligence in Japan. Thanks for listening. And remember, kindness is its own language. See you in the next video.